If you're over 45 and thinking about property investment after corporate, these four red flags could have cost me £50,000, and they could cost you too. I missed them all, and I was just 48 hours away from making a massive mistake. Welcome to the Rebuild Blueprint. I'm documenting my journey, rebuilding life, business, and self from the inside out since leaving my corporate role in January. If you're 45 plus and wrestling with doubts about starting over, you're not alone. If this resonates, hit subscribe. Let's rebuild together. Before we dive in, I've put together a free red flag checklist that could literally save you £50,000 on your next property deal. It's linked in the description. Download it now so you can follow along and tick off each point as we go. 3 months into my property journey, I thought I'd landed the deal of a lifetime. Glossy brochures, guaranteed 8% returns, prime location, and only 3 units left. The pressure was on. Here's the thing. After 15 plus years analyzing corporate risks, I thought I understood due diligence. I was completely wrong. The fear of making the wrong financial move after losing corporate security was paralyzing, yet somehow I was about to put down a £50,000 deposit without realizing I was falling into 4 classic traps. All of these are in the checklist, so make sure you've got it open. Red flag 1, I wasn't doing the real numbers. The developer's projections looked great, but I hadn't factored in management fees, voids, maintenance, or service charges. My mentor asked, "What's your actual net yield?" I couldn't answer. Suddenly that 8% return looked more like 4%, if I was lucky. This is exactly why the first section of the checklist breaks down every single expense you need to calculate, from management fees to void periods. Don't trust someone else's numbers. Use the checklist and run your own. Red flag 2, I was seduced by the postcode, not the fundamentals. I hadn't walked the area, checked local employment or transport links. I was buying the story, not the strategy. My mentor's questions made it painfully clear. I knew less about the local drivers than I thought. The checklist has a complete location research section, from major employers to crime stats, so you never buy blind again. If you're following along, tick this off and make sure you're not skipping it. I didn't check what similar finished properties were actually selling for. The developer wanted £250,000 off plan, but comparables were £220,000, £230,000. I was about to pay a premium for risk, not value. Point 3 on the checklist shows you exactly where to research comparable values. Rightmove, Zoopla, local agents, so you know if you're overpaying before you sign. Red flag 4, I skipped deep due diligence on the developer. Their marketing was slick, but their track record was shaky. Late projects, unfinished amenities, unhappy buyers. I was about to trust my savings to a company I hadn't properly vetted. The last section of the checklist covers complete developer due diligence, from company's house checks to customer reviews. Never trust a developer without doing this homework first, and the checklist walks you through it step by step. That mentor call saved me. Here's what I learned. Emotion and urgency are the enemies of smart investing. Real deals can withstand scrutiny. Now, I have a rule. 7-day cooling off period, and I always check numbers, location, value, and developer history, which is exactly what the checklist covers. If you're new to property or just transitioning from corporate, it's tough to spot these red flags alone. Even with the checklist, sometimes you need a professional eye. That's why it's smart to instruct a professional deal sourcer, like us at Property Table. We do this research every day, so you don't miss the warning signs or overpay for someone else's opportunity. If you want to discuss your next deal or get a professional eye on your investment, there's a WhatsApp link in the description. We're here to help you avoid the mistakes I nearly made. So, if you're looking at a property right now, grab that red flag checklist from the description and ask yourself, have you checked the real numbers? Do you know the local fundamentals? Have you researched the true value and the developer's record? If not, get help. The checklist is completely free and could save you thousands.